But let's go to P&O and give you a taste of their brand new ship, the Britannia. And she does look incredible. There's nothing like being on board a brand new ship and trying all of those facilities for the first time.
Very exciting, absolutely. And James Martin's going to be on this ship as well. So I think there'll be a lot of ladies who will be going, darling, we need to go on this cruise. I'll be going, why that one? Oh, it's the ship. No, it's James Martin. But he is, of course, the famous chef, so that'll be interesting. I'm sure the food's going to be absolutely stunning.
I have to say, P&O are very good at getting special guests on board.
Yeah.
The ship, this gives you a little taster, brand new, and do you know, the way the cruise industry is at the moment, you know, all of the different companies, they always want to better, you know, the last ships that have been released. So they're adding new, exciting features. They're getting even more decadent. These are floating resorts.
Beautiful, and I love the fact that on the P&O ones, you know, you can really dress up to the nines if you want, or go casual. It's up to you. But they'll even help you out if you haven't got a black tie. They will deliver that to your door if you want to organise that.
And so this is all about having great chefs on board. You know, really taking the food experience even further. And on this particular cruise, as Gemma mentioned, it's going to be the one and only James Martin that you'll be able to be there.
There you go. There you go. He's good at his puddings.
He is.
The dessert trolley is bound to be lovely.
So it is going to be an amazing experience, but you can get on this ship on the maiden season and only pay a very low deposit tonight as well of £150. Anyway, let's show you where you're going to be cruising to, and the fanfare coming in there. Cruising from Southampton. Do you know, I'd forgotten how easy it was to cruise from Southampton. You know, it is. The port there runs like clockwork.
Absolutely.
I was from getting out of my car, being on board, it was about 12 minutes, I would say.
And again, it is that rather lovely thing of not having to worry about what size your toiletries are or how much you've packed.
Exactly.
And the amount of times I've tried to put my suitcase when I'm flying on a tiny little pair of bathroom scales, forget it. Pack it all.
It's just great not having to worry. Now, you've got 3 days at sea. You'll be exploring that brand new ship, all of the great facilities.
Yeah, you'll want that, won't you?
And it's Valencia, first of all, isn't it?
Yes, and then we're in Valencia, and then the day after that we're in Barcelona, which is, it's one of the most stunning places I've ever been. Absolutely beautiful. You've got the Sagrada Familia Basilica, which kind of looms over it. So it's a very recognisable skyline. It's really stunning. And, of course, you've got the influence of Gaudi throughout all the architecture, and so much art to see, and history and museums, and I mean, you know, you're not going to get bored. And if you're a footy fan, or your other half is a footy fan, you could even have a little trip to Nou Camp, the largest stadium in Europe.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty amazing actually. Home to Barcelona FC as well.
And then Cannes next, which is a beautiful place.
Oh, Cannes stunning. And
it is.
Yeah, it is. You just walk along the boulevard. There's palm trees all along the front. Absolutely gorgeous. The weather's bound to be fantastic. With a bit of luck, I can't promise that. But you've got the Grand Casino as well. If you wanted to visit Monte Carlo, you could go and see that there. It's not far at all. So that would be another trip as well, to go and see Monaco. So beautiful. I mean, I've got to say, it's quite glitzy and quite expensive, Cannes. You'd be amazed. Like, you have your glass of, you know, people like, wow. But it's, you know, it's where all the celebrities go. So very glitzy.
My advice, anyway, just have a great meal on the ship.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And then a chance to visit Rome from the port of City Vecchia. And Rome, what I love about you can visit Rome and experience so much just by foot. Everything's a lot closer together than you imagine, isn't it?
Rome's a really easy city to explore. For me, I could say probably my favourite city that I've ever been to. It is absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful, and this is the thing about it. You just walk around the corner and there'll be these sort of ancient ruins. It really takes your breath away, but it's also, you know, full of, you know, the Trevi Fountain there, you'll probably have seen in films. The food is amazing. You can just have a lovely pizza for hardly anything and it will just taste like the best thing you've ever eaten. So much to do, so much to see, really famous sites to explore.
And then Ajaccio is next, of course. Again, in all of these ports, you know, there's be trips available, there'll be things to do. You know, sometimes, you know, I'd just like to wander around, you know, and just, you know, maybe, you know, see some of the, say, beautiful, you know, yachts and things in Corsica. You know, just have a little look here. Very pretty.
Well, that's right, and certainly in Cannes and in Corsica, as you say, you might not want to sort of plan too much, just wander around, take it in.
Sometimes the ships are so nice that in some of the ports I might just have a little wander for a few hours and then get back on board. Now, relax in Venezia and then over to Alicante.
Yes, over to Alicante, and then the next day you're in...
Some nice beaches, by the way, of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely stunning.
And then Gibraltar. And
Yes.
I always laugh at this picture.
What, the little Barbary apes?
Yeah, not that little.
No, they're not actually. Very famous for those funny little apes. You can take a cable car here if you want to the top of the rock if you wanted to get a really good view. You can actually see 2 continents from the top of that very famous Gibraltar rock. So, yeah, lots to see. It's a very historic place, of course, with British and Spanish influences. But again, Sean, as you say, quite nice just to chill out, wander around, take it at your leisure. Plan as much or as little as you feel like.
And then a couple of final days at sea, so just make the most of that brand new ship. You remember, this is the maiden season.
There's so much to do, isn't there?
Southampton. Now, we've actually got a little clip of our Keith. He's mixing and mingling with the finest, and he actually got to meet the captain, Captain Brown. So here he is in the little quick interview.
Captain, I believe recently you've been given the great honour of being announced as the captain of the new ship that's coming out in the fleet, is it Britannia?
That's right, yes. In mid-March 2015, we'll be introducing a new ship, Britannia, which I think is a fantastic name, which really reflects the fact that everything that we do is for our British passengers. And she enters service, I say, middle of March 2015. She's larger than Azura and Ventura at 141,000 tonnes, and in terms of lower berths, so typically Ventura and Azura will carry around 3,100, 3,150, and our new ship Britannia will carry 3,600 passengers.
Wow.
So, wow. Well, something you might not realise, but online we have got loads of extra interviews as well. So if you want to look at these, go to the Planet Cruise YouTube account. There you go. And there's lots of interviews that Keith and I have done and many other of the Planet Cruise team. But yeah, do look at those because there's lots online and you get to learn a lot, and they're very interesting, a lot of fun as well. Now, back to our price on, of course, the Britannia. The great news is we can actually give you right now a very low deposit of only $159. This is selling very quickly, we'll let you know already. If you book before the 31st of May, if you're a past passenger, I know many of you will be, you'll get an extra 5% discount on the price shown as well, but you do need to do that before the end of May. And my advice, oh, by the way, you get free spending money there as well, £140, very nice. But my advice, because you wait for 2 weeks, book in the Marriott because you get free car parking for 2 weeks and all of your transfers as well. Excursion-wise, many excursions to choose from that you can, of course, book directly through Planet Cruise and save up to 60% on the cruise prices.
I love it. It says shops and apes. It's not often you see that on an excursion, is it? It's brilliant.